Welcome to the Voices of the GESDA Summit, and welcome today to Dr. Yeadong Kim, the new president of the Scientific Committee on Antarctic Research, SCAR. You are the former director of the Korean Polar Research Institute for the Republic of Korea. So can you tell us a little bit more about what SCAR is?
Yeah, SCAR is an international scientific organization. The main goal is to provide scientific advice to the Antarctic Treaty, and also we like to coordinate international scientific research all around the world.
Okay. What are the biggest challenges for Antarctic research in the current geopolitical context?
For Antarctic, we don't seem to have much geopolitical tension like Arctic, but our concern is geopolitical tension from outside of Antarctic spill over to the Antarctic. That's the concern we have on this.
And what are you exploring? What are the biggest projects that you have going on now that you can tell us about?
Not but SCAR has a very many big projects, such as drilling ice cap. It's more than 3,000 meters we drilled ice to decipher the paleoclimate of more than 1.5 million years. So we could see some sort of climate change, and then history of climate change, and also its relation to carbon stuff like that.
So it's very important research to know how to deal with the environment and our climate change. Sure. What are the solutions, because there is a lot of exploitation also going on, not just scientific exploration. So what are the solutions so that these two worlds find some kind of a balance?
Mm-hmm. In Antarctic, the mineral exploration is totally prohibited by the agreement signed in 1991. We call the protocol, environmental protocol of Antarctic. And also fisheries resources is also controlled and monitored by Convention on Conservation of Antarctic Marine Living Resources, so-called CAMLA. So in terms of resources, living or non-living resources in Antarctic is pretty much controlled and prohibited in some sense. So not like Arctic. Antarctic's resources are pretty well
more protected.
Yeah, protected than the Arctic, of course.
But how do you see the future? Do you think that the protection will continue, or is that going to be an ongoing fight? Because this research that you're doing is extremely important for all of us.
I don't see any signs of disagreement or disintegration of Antarctic treaty system at the moment, because of nobody say strongly against this treaty system. So I think it's continue for a while. But the challenge we have now is not from the resources, but it's from the climate change. Climate change is a very big issue in Antarctic, like all around the world. Especially the warming climate can melt the ice in Antarctic. That makes significant contribution on the sea level rise. So it's a very big impact on human society. So climate change also brings many of related effect, like tourism and bioprospecting and fishing and pollution. Many things are very much related with climate change. So now the challenge Antarctic facing now is from the climate change issue.
Thank you very much, Dr. Yeadong Kim, for speaking with us today.
My pleasure.